This for today. I know you've asked me several times to discuss about arthritis, and I'm going to discuss about rheumatoid arthritis particularly, but then I still need to mention about the other types of arthritis. Now, arthritis is actually the inflammation of joints. I said in any medical term that you encounter that ends with the suffix itis, that simply means there's an inflammation, such as arthritis, such as gastritis, such as appendicitis, all of these names ending with itis, it shows there is an inflammation somewhere in your body, and there are four cardinal signs of inflammation. There is increase in temperature, there is swelling, there is reddening, and there is pain. Now, in arthritis is the inflammation of joints and cartilages. Now, for osteoarthritis, that is one type of arthritis that I want to discuss or highlight. In osteoarthritis, your joints starts to wear out, secondary to aging and trauma. Maybe you can go to, you are a footballer, or you go to the gym and then you hurt your knees, or you hurt your elbows, or you hurt your your joints, and then you have to tone down your exercises because now the joint has swollen and you're not able to exercise. That type of arthritis at such a particular time is called osteoarthritis. Now, there's another one that is called osteoarthritis. It's a more complex one, but it's not complex in a way to scare you. But this is, it's a systemic type of an inflammation. And it's actually an autoimmune. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune condition. What I mean by autoimmune, it means your body cells or your immune system is not able to differentiate between its own cells and the cells of the body. How? Now, to explain this, I'll explain using an infection. When you have an infection, once the causative agent or the bacteria or the microorganism invades your body, your immune system, through the B cells and the T cells, they mark that foreign antigen and then they present it to the immune system for purposes of being fought and to be killed and to be eliminated because it's recognized as foreign. But in autoimmune conditions, your body immune system is not able to differentiate its own cells and the cells of the body. Therefore, the immune system starts attacking its own cells. And in this case, in rheumatoid arthritis, the cells and the cartilages around the joints are the ones that are targeted. So what happens? There will be erosion of the synovium, or the membrane that surrounds the joints, that prevents the friction. And when the erosion happens, there will be friction between bone to bone. This causes the swelling, this causes the reddening, increase in temperature, and even immobility. But you'll ask me, how did the immune system starts overreacting and killing or targeting its own cells? Now, your kidneys, through the adrenal glands, have the ability to control an overreactive immunity. How? The secretion of steroids, the natural steroids, such as and hormones such as the cortisol. Is the work of the cortisol, which is responsible in controlling and managing your stress, to tell or to instruct your immune system to stop targeting its own cells or fighting its own cells. Therefore, they'll tell the immune system, hey, you are targeting your own cells, our own cells, and we are killing our own organs. So hold on until we find the foreign antigen that you're supposed to target. But now, what causes the autoimmune reaction? Number one, you kill your kidneys and you kill your adrenal glands, through ways such as mutations. And mutations, particularly from diets, mutations will obviously come from things like cigarette smoking, will also come from consumption of seed oils, the polyunsaturated fatty acids. And the problem with the unsaturation or the presence of the double bond in seed oils, it means there are carbon atoms that can easily be manipulated in that structure. When exposed to heat, when they oxidize, they release the reactive oxygen species. And then these substances are the ones that they destroy your mitochondria. And you know the mitochondria is the energy cell in your body. So when your mitochondria is destroyed, it is the beginning of any form of mutation in your body. Secondly, use of GMOs. There are GMOs all over, and these GMOs, the way they are grown, because of the glyphosate, they increase the rate at which the mutations occur. Therefore, you find the potatoes, the ones that people take in chips or fresh fries, recurrent consumption of those potatoes, because of the glyphosate and the way they are cooked using even the seed oils, they increase the mutations. And when the mutations are increased, you risk causing the hyperactivity of your immune. Something else, consumption of gluten in wheat. Initially, wheat didn't have any problem, but the modern wheat, the processed wheat, poses a lot of health problems to you. How? If you read the history of wheat used to be very tall, the size of a Napier grass or even a sugar cane. It used to be very tall, and this meant that for it to be grown, it will require more time to attain that height. But now the modern wheat that we're having is very short. It takes very short time to grow. Why? Because of the high demand. It has been changed to that version so as to meet the high demand of wheat in the market, because the industries that really rely on wheat, the bakeries, maybe biscuits, chapati industry is all over. To meet that demand, they had to come up with wheat that is fast growing, and it will not take it will be able to withstand the herbicides that are being sprayed. So the modern wheat, the gluten becomes trouble, because it will inflame your gut. It will also expose you and the immune system to hyperactivity. And also the consumption, the use of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, those drugs that are called NSAIDs, the likes of ibuprofen or brufen, aceclofenac, diclofenac, celecoxib, naproxen, meloxicam. All of these drugs, they destroy your gut walls and expose the immune system to hyperactivity. Therefore, consumption of inflammatory foods, consumption of processed foods, consumption of GMOs, use of hormones that destabilize, that also destabilize your other hormones or cause the imbalance. All of this will lead to hyperactivity of the immune system, and when this happens, you start to develop autoimmune conditions such as obesity, something else, such as the rheumatoid arthritis and even the lupus. All of these are autoimmune. When you drop all of these factors, you'll be able to enjoy food, you'll be able to enjoy good health, and your guts, your cartilages and even your joints are going to rejuvenate as long as you're fasting. Something else is that fasting will really help you recover from arthritis, particularly the prolonged fast of 48 hours and above. Why? Because the damaged cells or cartilages that are inside the joints, they are converted into useful energy through the process of autophagy. Autophagy gathers all the dead debris of the skin and the cartilages and then turns them to useful energy by the cells. And this helps in ensuring that the space left allows for the regeneration of new cells. Therefore, this gives you some new cells around the joints, which then now prevents the friction between the bones. And this is how you're going to recover from the rheumatoid arthritis. About gout, I'm going to share in the next video. See you.